but I'm excited to give it a try.
Mm-hmm. Kind of fun thing.
Mm-hmm. So I think,
Interesting.
yeah. So as far as kind of making things a little more international type thing, I just like to be able to talk to people, you know, to have people with Crohn's disease or IBD, just all over the world that are kind of part of the Crohn's veteran family type thing. That's kind of the ultimate goal is uh, to have maybe a platform for all these people to kind of learn about kind of each other's experiences and stuff.
That'd be awesome.
Because also that kind of lets everybody know that we're all human because you can people you might think that people walking around in France they still have Crohn's disease too over there type thing. And so it would be really interesting just to talk to if we can get over these language barriers and stuff. It'd be really cool to talk to people.
Okay.
Does anyone want to post on our Instagram on our story that we're live?
Yep. I think I just did that. I'm doing it again.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And Jordan, if you haven't, the Twitch jump.
Open it.
Yeah,
All right.
Should I do it in the story or should I do it on the actual page?
doesn't matter.
But we live right now. I'm putting the page on the story.
Hmm. All right. So let me
Live.
turn my volume down on that.
Let's take a picture outside. We live.
All right. Are we on YouTube also?
Yeah, we're on YouTube also.
All right.
I'm going to ask people sleep.
Lord. I need some water.
Right.
I seem dehydrated.
Come on, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
All right.
All right. Not like I'm drunk, okay? I'm like, we live right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Be live, baby.
Right. Yeah. So we're thinking about playing a game or doing something here to kind of give us something to have a conversation around here.
So we're looking for browser games.
Yes, a browser game that we all can be logged into at the same time and play at the same time. So like we can share one person's screen, but that we all can play like without looking at ours. So
I mean, they're gonna be looking at my screen, but
that's
wait.
funny.
Oh, hold on. Oh, lordy, that's a thing too. I gotta figure out
Like
how would set
well,
that up.
wouldn't it be like like whenever a person's talking, it changes to their screen anyway, type thing. So you wouldn't always have to worry about. I guess it depends on how you have it streaming. Like we could change the view to like have it do that. I think you know.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Are you still sending me live, CJ, on both places?
Yeah, on both places.
Okay. So we doing like what to do Wednesdays? What we talking about now? So I make sure I get this my thoughts together.
Yeah, I put what to do
I
Wednesdays.
yeah. Our first episode of what to do Wednesdays.
Yes,
Like
it's my thing. What to do with?
and then with so the idea is that y'all check it out, give us feedback, tell us what you think, if you want to do this more. I mean, but the whole idea to me is like to talk to people, so we can get people in in any kind of chat here, just having asking us questions about Crohn's disease, IBD, or life, whatever, like what we're thinking about today. I mean, it could be about stuff that we're interested in. To me, we can kind of broaden it out. Just talk about whatever. Talk about video. Talk about movies. Talk about whatever. You know.
We live right now, so I got some talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I got a topic to talk about. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So who was starting out? Me, Jordan, you, CJ? Who's starting out?
I mean, you're the one with the topic, girl.
What's up, everybody? Check out the Crohn's Veteran. We're here on Wednesday. We call this What to Do Wednesday. My topic today is how to have a positive attitude when you are on the phone with these insurance people who don't want to pay for your Stelara, don't want to pay for your colostomy supplies, don't want to pay for anything outside of what you have in your insurance agreement. Now, I done had to, my spirit has been convicted twice in the last past 48 hours. Now, I rebuked the devil out of my spirit because I had to give a few people some choice words.
Not
I
today,
called,
Satan. Not today.
not today. I called for my supplies on last Friday. You
Mhm.
know, they tell me I got $1,000 balance. I was like, $1,000? That's them $100 bills. I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
So,
Had
Right.
to make sure.
Man, that's a lot. That's a whole lot of 20s. What? So
hey, she was like, well, you cannot get no supplies and T paid us this money. I said, ma'am, I have not yet to be inclined, informed of any bill I had to have. You want me to sit here without my supplies because I owe you $1,000 today? Not today. So I said, is your supervisor there, please? Well, she could say the same thing. So I said, you know what, Renika, don't get mad. After a while, I was frustrated. I was furious. I said, I apologize. I said, I'm not mad at you. I said, my fear is coming across as anger. It's not your fault. My spirit was convicted. But these insurance panels really do have us going through the ringer to get these medications and get this stuff. And it's scary. It really is scary. That's my what to do fact for the day. Like, how do we get through having a positive attitude when trying to get our medications ordered and get our supplies we need?
How'd you get through that?
I
yes,
had to really pray. When I was convicted, my spirit was convicted. I had to calm down and call again because at the moment I was hot. I was more angry and frustrated with my Stellara. Like last month, took me. I was like 2 days over my Stellara. See, I told you. I said, "Dad, my Stellara is due. I ain't got it yet." And I just so happened like 2 days later. But that can really put you in a flare if you are not really careful about that medication because your body have to be up to a therapeutic dose each month. That was my
right. Well, yeah, that's yeah. I mean, so your question is, how do you maintain a positive attitude, with all that happening? I mean, I guess you're talking, I guess I'm the guy that, was on Remicade and now isn't because, he lost his job and had no insurance.
Oh, wow.
So,
Damn.
and
Me,
so, and
I'm
so like, and so,
that
and so, so I'm, and so now, so how do you keep a positive attitude about that? I guess, I woke up today, so that's pretty positive. So, but,
you gotta look at the
so like,
smaller things.
right. And so like, but there's a whole lot of things that are, that are going well. I mean, everybody has challenges and things that they're trying to do better and stuff like that. But, I would say like when people, I have, talk sideways to you and stuff like that, or just, unreasonable. It's just, it's on them, not you. And
Yeah,
so,
but sometimes you have to be aggressive because if
right.
you're not gonna get what
You do.
you
I
actually
mean,
need.
you do. Like, actually, kind of a funny story. Like, this is maybe not in like an over the phone thing, but this is at a restaurant, and it's me and the wife and like her family and like some other and maybe another person or two. So it was like a full table of people, all of us, and then there was me, so the diversity of the group or whatever. And so we're like a Mexican restaurant or something, and so. And everybody like of course they give us waters and chips and shit and stuff like that, and then they started passing out drinks, and then we ordered drinks, and then like everybody got their drink besides me, and so I was like kind of like, and the girl the waitress or whatever was like, when she realized what had happened, like what it looked like, because it looks like that you did it, why is my drink last, something like, and so I guess I wasn't happy about it, and so I gave her a look, and that look got a manager to come over.
Give it a stern eye.
It, is everything okay over here? That type of thing. And so like, yeah, everything's fine, man. I just want to have my drink and my food, please.
Yeah. I'm glad you're happy. Sometimes I think the word aggressive it can really be transformed and heard differently when I'm trying to provide the perception I'm giving off compassion. Or because when I was compassionate about what I was saying, I was like, because I'm scared. But it sounded aggressive, but I wasn't being aggressive. I'm like, I'm very passionate about what I know.
Yeah, I mean, with me,
Not what I
Oh,
need.
that's that's something too. I mean, my actual advice to people that that have that are dealing with like vexatious situations like professionally is
Mm-hmm.
that is this: you never ever talk about or write down how you feel. All you talk about is facts.
Mm-hmm.
You leave all the emotion out of the situation to the best of your ability. Like when you write things down, you kind of reread it and reread it and reread it, so there's no emotion attached to any of it. And so like that you just
But still not fact.
and there's yes, it's all I did this. Here's my proof on this day. A log. Whatever proof that you have, you're just speaking on this. You're just speaking to all these facts that kind of show what happened, and you kind of leaving up to like a deciding authority. Like this is what I got. But as far as like how you feel about so and so on the phone, like the best bet is like if they actually did you wrong and they're actually wrong,
Mm-hmm.
then you can just document that and just provide it to the person above them or something like that. You kind of speak to behaviors, not feelings type thing.
That's true. Well,
And so that's my
I got
that's my humble
that's
advice type thing.
Hmm.
And so,
thank you. You had me kind of in my feelings.
I mean,
You got into what it do Wednesday for you, CJ?
I guess I'll go and hop on the train. So for myself, like Jordan, I'm a veteran, but I get my stuff through the VA, so I get my stuff for free. But, with free care, there's that lack of, discipline with their workers and all that, and them not really caring. And I don't think it's that they don't really care. I just don't think they're disciplined enough to, actually do their job. Because, like last month, I was getting my first Stelera injection, so I had to
Mm-hmm.
go into the hospital. And that day, there was traffic, so I ended up getting there a little bit late, and that I was kind of upset because of that, because I really couldn't control it. But I called the hospital ahead of time and I let them know.
Active.
So I get there, and next thing you know, the nurse is telling me that my medicine isn't ready, that they didn't put in an order, and that this and that. And I'm just looking at her. I'm like, what do you mean they didn't put in an order? I'm like what do you want me to do about it? Like, we sorted this out like 2 months ago. We made sure, and plus they call you ahead of time to make sure
Mm-hmm.
you're coming in.
They do.
Like, what's up with that? So then I had to give her a stern talking to, and I chewed her out.
mhm.
And then I left because I was frustrated, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to the man in charge, the guy who orders supplies. So I was on a hunt, and I went out, and then I turned around real quick, and I was like, what's his name? And blah blah blah, so I can make sure I find them. And then I thought about it. I was like, if I go up there and try to go on a manhunt for a guy I don't even know what he looks like or where he's at, I'm gonna be wasting my whole day. And plus, I had
Mm-hmm.
another appointment. So then I went up there and I told her to just call the guy and let me talk to him. She didn't know who to call, but she called my GI doctor. We both knew it wasn't his fault because, you know, he knew why I was there. The nurse didn't even know what I was there for.
Mm,
The nurses there were understaffed, I guess, and overworked. My nurse before that nurse left, so my nurse was the more experienced nurse, and then all the other nurses are just that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm,
So that lady, you know, my doctor made her go downstairs and get the meds, but the whole time she was making a deal like, oh, I have a client, this and that, I can't leave, and oh, all the other nurses are busy, we
mhm.
can't this and that, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck you want me to do about it? Like, you're supposed to
Right.
give me my medicine. It's supposed to be like a 5 minute thing. Like, I get my medicine, I give it to myself and I leave. I'm not supposed to be here all fucking day. And that made me heated. And I'm just like, yo, I looked at her because she was just giving me attitude. I was like, you know what? I just did this. I was like, I'm out. And then I just left. I left. And then I started walking down the hallway. And then I was on a mission. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I was like, who's in charge? I was like, who's in charge in here? And like I was on the third floor. And then this random guy came up. And he's like, I'm not in charge, but I'm an assistant. And I was like, good. And then I laid it into his ass. And I was like, look, I'm upset. Blah, blah, blah. I just gave it to him. And I just walked out. Walked to my car. because it was around this time. I got there around, I think it was around 11, and then my fast is from 12 to 8, so it was around 12:20. Yeah, it was around 12:20, and I was mad. I was like, you know what? I got food in the car.
Angry.
I was hangry. I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna eat. Now I'm gonna figure it out, because I still got 2 more hours till my next appointment. So I went down there. I ate a sandwich, and then I called my doctor and I talked to him about it, and he said the same thing. He's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, first of all, doctor, I was like, the nurse doesn't even know what I'm doing here. She
Right.
and then she doesn't have my stuff ready, and then she goes downstairs and doesn't get my meds, and then she comes up and tells me to figure it the fuck out. That's what it felt like to me. And then what ended up happening is that me and him ended up going together to the pharmacy, and we ended up waiting and having to get it. But all that shit should have been avoided from the beginning. They should have had it done, like
Right.
right when they should have had it there, because they knew I was coming.
That's the worst feeling, right? You got to wait on something. It already was pre-planned. I got to wait on the pre-planned thing.
Yeah, but then the thing about that is like, my whole thing was that I did not want to come back. I did not want them to be like, we don't have it today. You're gonna have to schedule an appointment to blah blah blah, come get it, or we'll send it to you. That's what I didn't want to do.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Plus, because I had to drive
yeah, I've been-
45
yeah, I've been-
minutes to get there
Mm-hmm.
without traffic,
Ooh.
and it's in DC, so do the math.
About an hour and a half drive there,
What's
probably.
the traffic? Yeah.
With traffic.
Nah, I mean, I try to go during no traffic time, so it's around like an hour, 45 minutes. But depending if they're doing construction, where they're always doing construction, so it's usually around an hour.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, but that's
Well, I'm glad you got worked out today.
that was my thing right there. But I'm not gonna be going to the hospital anymore since I already did my Celera injection. I now know how to do it, so I'm getting it ordered to my house. And what's my next one? November. So November's gonna be my next one.
Now I need to-
all right, man. I hope that goes well.
I hope so too, man.
So,
Have you been feeling well with this flower? You been feeling better with it? You been on it?
Yeah, I've been feeling better, but it's just been this whole roller coaster of other things that are not really IBD related, like my
Okay.
hand and now my back. So
But specifically with
oh, yeah, CJ.
Go ahead, Jordan.
I was gonna say that my lower back is FUBAR, so that's
I
kind of
legit
my
pulled the muscle, bro. Legit, like I heard the and then the pain. I was like, I literally laid down on the ground, and I was just like, fuck, because I pulled the muscle before, and I was just like laying on the ground. I was like, fuck, if I move, I'm gonna be in a lot of pain. So I was just like, I was calling my girlfriend. I'm gonna call her, and I was like, wait a minute, she's at work.
yeah,
I was like fuck. So then I called my parents. My
like a
parents were
Friday,
home.
like a Friday in the back.
Yeah, like nobody was home. So I was just like sitting there on the ground. I was like, fuck, no one's home. So I sit there for like 10 minutes, and I was like, fuck it. I got up, went, grabbed some ice, just put some ice on my back. But
I put a muscle one time in my life. That could
worst
remember
feeling,
now.
man.
You know, like those big, y'all, believe it or not, y'all my size 6 and plus size, but I still used to work out all the time, like walk and run, boot camps and gym memberships. I did all of it. I still lost no weight, but you know, I was healthy. I was still healthy. Don't get it wrong. But move right along. You know, like them big tractor tires.
Yeah.
The big ones.
Yeah, though you flip it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. He was like, flip it 5 times back. I said, okay, I'm gonna try this.
I got it.
Yeah, bam, bam, I got this. Bam, bam. Then do it again. I did like 3 sets. Okay.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah. So Friday that happened.
Mhm.
I was good Saturday. I think I took a nap or something midday. When I got up, I was like, what the world? When I get up out the bed, oh my God. From the front part of my thighs up to my stomach, I could not even get out the bed.
Soreness?
It was like agony. It was the most painful thing. It was sore and pain. I couldn't even stand up straight or bend down.
Mm.
So
And
he
I don't
might have
think it was sore.
he might have worked you too hard, huh?
Yeah.
I could have had a hernia from that. I'm gonna call and email him, Jamil. But yeah, he said, man,
Yeah, just
he
to
said,
curse him
Renee,
out.
I might give him my other page. I'm gonna tell my Jamil about the day. He said, can you get up? I said, I cannot get out the bed. I said, what happened? What happened? He said, well, maybe you're sore. I said, okay, I'm sore. The next day, oh, it was worse. I couldn't even walk.
Yeah, when you first start working out, you're gonna be a little sore,
Yep.
maybe.
Yep.
But that,
No,
Renika's sore is OD. Yeah, I gotta
that
agree.
was this weakness leaving. That was this weakness leaving your body.
Yeah.
No, that was my intestines.
You're good, Renika. That was just weakness leaving your body.
Whatever. Now I was commissioned for 2 days. That thing was in front of my thighs, my stomach. Oh my God, it was the worst pain I ever felt. Think about it now, made me give me like a little chill ball. It was bad. So you guys, but I really think that overall.
One thing I want to ask. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Renika.
Yeah, go ahead.
With injuries, how long did it take you to heal from that?
This was like a years ago. I wasn't in the category now that I am in now with my IBD. I was more like on the Remicade, and I didn't even know
Okay,
about
yeah, that's even better. That's even better. So how long did it take for you to heal when you were on Remicade?
Probably about from that surgery, from that pull of muscle, probably about 5 or 6 days. Cause I was back at boot camp that Wednesday. So I was a little sore, but I wasn't nowhere near. And it's okay for me working out, but it's about 5 or 6 days from what I can remember.
Okay.
It wasn't too long. It was kind of like it came, days, and it went away.
Okay. Well, one thing I want to ask is that I made like a little connection. You know how whenever we get like an injury or something, we have like an immune response?
Yes.
And since we are, IBD patients and we take immunosuppressant drugs, does that cut our immune response in half and make our recovery time longer?
From like muscles and stuff?
For like
the logic follows,
Well, now I'm gonna say this. For
things.
Surgeries, what I was told, my doctor, she says that you will heal, take longer to heal. That's why they have with people with IBD who have a lot of surgeries, they may have a tendency to heal a little longer if they have take medication like the Stellaras, the Humaras, and Remicades, because your immune system isn't pumping at 100% because it's fighting off. It's kind of like, removing itself. But that's why when I had my surgery, I got back, in the groove of things, but I wasn't on Stellara at the time either. But I was prednisone. But yeah, it does lengthen the time of recovery.
Right.
What I've been told from my GI doctor.
I kind of pieced it together with like my hand injury and then my back. I'm like, dude, it's gonna be a minute till I get better because this was doing at a snail's pace, but this was way worse. My hand was way worse compared, I guess, to a pulled muscle in my back. I just got to make sure I'm not doing, anything
too much.
Yeah. But the thing is, dude, you guys want to know what I was doing? I was doing dumbbell rows. You know what a dumbbell row is?
Yeah, like
like with a 25 dumbbell.
You talk like we leaning over leaning over a bench,
and then you just like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, and I did like 5, and then on the 5th one, like my right side was just like, I was like, fuck.
God damn, man. That sounds so.
It was 25 pounds.
Oh, yeah, too heavy for me. I
No, the thing is that like my body got weak because of the fast. I've been fasting for like a month.
Okay.
Eating from 12 to 8 every day, and so I'd be hungry, hella hungry. I probably lost so much weight. I'm probably like 121, 122, 123.
From you fasting?
Yeah, I've been fasting.
No, I'm saying you lost weight from you fasting.
From fasting and not working out. Oh yeah, and then like I would work out here and there, but there would be like high intensity, but that was at the beginning. But then I tried to work out towards the end, like a couple of days ago, and then I ended up getting injured. I guess because my body wasn't used to the movements I've been doing.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm trying to. I think next week I'm gonna try to. This week, I'm still trying to feel out the job and where to be and what to do and all that, and also kind of. But the idea is to try to use at least 3 lunches a week at the gym, and so that would be a really good goal to have, I think. And as far as just, but yeah, but I plan that because the last time I did this kind of gym thing last year, because that's almost like an Instagram. It's like like I think I did like 1 post or something, and so like being like I'm being at the gym or some shit, like.
But you tried.
Yeah, I tried. I tried. I did go type thing, but that was like, but I actually went like maybe like more like 3 months, but that was the only picture that I posted of it, and so but like because it was like an 8-week. It was like an 8-week like mass builder like workout like lifting or whatever.
Yeah.
Doing all these different
Like
exercises.
bulking.
Yeah, like bulking, so it was like deadlifts and like benching and all these compound. It was a lot of compound exercises.
Movements, yeah.
Yep. And so like and I actually did that for like 8 weeks, and then like I think I started over again. But and that point in my life, I was still had a lot of anger in my heart or whatever, and so I was just doing too much, and so like
pushing weight,
pushing weight, and then like the same thing, like fucking just messing up, like just messing up stuff that doesn't
pushing through the pain and all that.
Yeah, like like that's that's just all we
can't do that, man. As much as it's in my heart, I can't do that no more, bro. My body
so
way too
now
fragile for that bullshit.
So yeah, so like now going back, now going back to the gym, it's gonna be like just starting. I mean, I still have goals and stuff, the things that I want to do. Because it's almost like, man, if I could recapture, what I was doing, a while ago, get close to, because that's kind of my problem is like, I'm not 25, this age.
Plus you got
and
IBD,
so
IBD. I feel like IBD ages
right,
the body,
exactly.
And
exactly.
we were in the military, so throw your body
right
behind it, brother.
Right. And so but the idea is like, man, if I could like hit the same max bench that I did when I was in the military, that would be like really cool. But I got kind of close to it. I think I got like, well, my workout weight, it wasn't my max. It was I was like, if I can get like close to my workout weight, that would be really cool too. Like when I was, because I used to do like 2 plates, like benching or something, like a long time ago. And so
yeah,
yep. And so like
that's dope, bro.
And so that's so and then I maxed out on a decline when I was deployed. I maxed out on a decline bench at 285, like 2 times.
Oh,
that's dope.
Like so like. And because my goal was to get 3 plates when I was in the military, but that was 2 plates and a 35.
You gotta.
It was what I maxed out at.
It's all consistency, brother.
But that was but 2 plates, because I was able to get back up to 1 plate like 135 or whatever. I can do that kind of stuff, but doing 225 would be nice. The most I've ever dumbbell pressed was like 110s.
Hell yeah!
Like and that was in the Air Force, and that was in the Air Force also, because like when we were deployed, they had like 5 or like 2.5 through 100, and then they had 105. Like I was like, I want to get to the second row. I went to the second row, so that was my thing, and so I was trying to get to the second row. So like, I say that, I do my elbows the first time, and then I was able to do it twice. And so
that's awesome.
And so, but that was that was like I said, that was pretty young when I was. I mean, so getting anything over 200 now, like even be able to work up for like 220, 225, kind of like what I'm doing right now in life. That made me feel pretty good, just to come in there and do that and not try to do any like max out stunts type thing. But we used to do, like I said, I actually as in the military, I was really, really hyped about the exercising thing or whatever. So I because we had our mandatory stuff in the in the first, but
mandatory PT.
Yeah, right.
How we loved mandatory.
Right. In the air. I mean, my first 3.5 years, I actually only had daily PT for like the first three and a half years I was in.
Did you
And
guys
like,
have company and like battalion runs and stuff like that?
no, I remember like driving to work when I was at Fort Bragg, or at Pope. I was at Pope Air Force Base. Yeah, Vietnam, right? Murchison and stuff like that. And so, like you're right, the hood and stuff. And so, like, spring, Spring Lake and Spring Lake and like the All American Freeway and all these things. And so, right, and so like, but the, but so like not got the subject we were talking about, because I'm talking about
Y'all about these good old What It Do Wednesdays, because a lot of things going on. Like, what it do? I'm telling you guys, this weather today, I don't know if it was summertime, spring. I saw butterflies.
Yeah,
it's real hot.
It was in the 80s.
What, over there where y'all are at? Not here. Although I guess it's about that too. I mean, but Omaha is so funny that it's like nice snowing. So like, like it's like winter like literally blows in one day. And so like,
that's horrible.
Like it will drop, it'll be like, it'll just drop.
We get like our news people make sure they tell us what's going on.
Like,
have you guys considered, transition for a second, consider your flu shots?
Yes and no.
Tell me about your thoughts about it.
No, while I'm in a flare. Yes, when I'm out of a flare.
Okay.
Because
what about you?
Yeah. I mean, one of my things now, since I'm a working man again, is to. I mean, I think to get insurance and stuff, but the grocery store across the street, I think they're doing free flu shots, but I don't know what that really means, and so I might still do it the other way.
Okay.
The thing with me is that, like, whenever I get a flu shot, I would always get sick and get like the symptoms. And then my fear is that if I get it while I'm in a flare, I'll get sick, and then that sickness will trigger a bigger flare, and a vicious cycle.
Right. So for me, I've been pondering and planning about it. Last week I wasn't feeling too good. Like I had my throat was real scratchy. Had my head wasn't hurting, but I felt a little off balance a little bit. My fever never escalated over 98.6, maybe one time 90.1. But I went to a COVID test on Sunday, and I see what happened. I got whatever. She called back and she was like, "This Miss Wood?" No, she was like, "This is Wood. This is her. What's your name?" I see Miss Wood. This is Miss Wood. Oh, okay. Make sure it's you. Date of birth. I gave it to whatever. She said, "Now before I tell you this information, I gotta make sure you're ready to receive it." I was like, "Oh my God, like, ma'am, what is going on? Do I have COVID?" She was like, "No, it's negative." But you should have heard her. But it's 10% chance to be a false negative. I want you to still stay. You still be quarantined. Wash your hands. I said, "Man, you took me through all that 10 seconds of heartache for no reason." Oh my God! I was like,
"That's hilarious." It's
fucked
up, but it's kind of funny too. Like,
within the hour, I got 2 more missed calls on my phone. I said, "Who is this?" This is Walgreens pharmacy calling back for Sonya Wood, giving her a return for her results for her COVID test. I said, "I just got her results." I said, "They give me wrong results." "This is Miss Wood." I said, "Yes." Well, I said, "Sir, somebody already called me." He said, "Oh, what did they tell you?" I said, "They're negative." "Oh, that was right. Have a good day." I was like, "Okay, you too." I was like, oh my God. I was really nervous, guys, because having Crohn's, they don't know why I want a COVID test, and have I been around anybody had COVID? What made me want to take one?
I said I just want one, man.
Right. I said I have Crohn's. Bam. I take medication. My immune system is probably all jacked up for the medication I take. Boom. And I'm like a walking big ball of just coming inside of me, because that didn't sound.
Lordy.
kind of walked into that one a little bit.
I didn't pick it up until you stopped. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Like,
Germs.
those words, those words. Can I just get that?
The choice of words.
COVID test was negative. My face is red. My COVID test was negative. Like the germs, like
I really like people like when they get like in a 5-second delay. Type thing.
I was like, but yeah, but my test came in. But my doctor been saying, ask me, am I coming in and get my flu shot? I'm looking like, oh my God, am I getting my flu shot? So I know I want to take it before I go home this weekend, but I'm kind of scared to take it too. I'm not sure how. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous right now. So I was wondering how you
They offered me it when I went to, do my appointment. But I was just like, nah, not right now.
I mean, I've taken them before. I've tolerated them before. I tolerate them well. I don't, but I also rarely, if ever actually what I would call like have the flu or get sick. That's like, and if I do, it's like at the most like a day or two, and I'm kind of over it. And so my immune system's pretty active. Like it's like just overact. It's just it's like Crohn's is my stomach's jacked up, but because of that, I don't get sick very often.
But it's awesome. I don't think I ever had the flu before.
It's like weird. It's kind of like a cruel irony or something.
Yeah.
But
I heard if there ain't no women out here listening, I heard that when a woman have IBD and she's pregnant, the HCG or some type of hormone in her body, their Crohn's tend to not be as problematic when you're pregnant than it is.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
Yeah. The nurse in my job.
I didn't know.
I've heard that some women have symptoms, like some women's like their symptoms are bad, and then some women just don't have anything until like they have the baby, after the baby.
That's true. The nurse in my job, well, she's a physician assistant. She have a J pouch, and when she had her son, she found out she had Crohn's when she had her son. Ain't it something? So while she was pregnant, she found out she had Crohn's, and before she could deliver the baby, she go through J pouch surgery. At the time, I didn't know what that surgery was. I didn't understand about it, and she said that while she was pregnant, she didn't have any of the Crohn's symptoms, but something's going on internally with the organs, like her GI system, but she wasn't have the diarrhea, the fatigue, none of that. But something happened with her GI tract when she had to have a J pouch. And when she had the baby, she delivered naturally fine. And then I think she said after the baby was delivered, that's when the symptoms started to come up more aggressively. I think I remember she said it correctly. Yeah.
I think we had Taj. Taj up in here. Is Taj still in here?
What Taj at?
Tyrant. What's good, Taj?
What Taj on?
In the Twitch.
I never see it. My Twitch look a little slow.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah,
hey, Taj.
What's this?
Man or woman?
It's Taj. Taj TBD.
Oh, okay.
We didn't get Taj a present for coming on to our stream and chatting us up.
Exactly. I actually have to order more. I'm actually running low on mine.
Right.
Okay.
What question you have for Taj?
Do you have any questions, Taj? If any.
Look,
we're all ears.
None but ears over here, buddy.
Yeah, we got a hot chat room here, so.
Hey, it's on fire. Okay, Todd, just think
there's no pressure or anything. There's no pressure or anything.
Yeah, no pressure. No pressure.
Yeah,
welcome though.
But I guess but I think I do want to get more into this CBD stuff because I got that that CBG oil from that that this guy Michael Mola or whatever, and this guy like Ricky Mendez, like they're two I guess entrepreneurs and stuff. That one's like Michael Mola knows David Chin and David Meltzer and stuff. He's one of their lawyers, as far as I know. So, talking to him and stuff, he put me on to this guy, Rick, he put me into, it was really cool. He actually, introduced me to his wife and stuff. And then, then he introduced me to kind of a business partner of his named Ricky Mendez, and two really, really nice, really, really cool people. And so they kind of introduced me to this, Prime My Body CBG oil blend. and and it's like the oil was kind of interesting, but I just didn't think that the business model that they were doing, since I already kind of doing all this other kind of stuff, was something that I could devote my time to, and so and so and I think I'd rather like white label, Crohn's veteran, have it, just have our literally our own stuff, because otherwise I feel like it's just like another job almost. I want to feel like it's under the same umbrella type thing.
That makes sense. That makes
You
sense.
said it may just be me, but do you feel more sensitive to pain or bruising as you age with UC/IBD, etc.?
Well, I can tell you that my back is on fire. Well, I mean, not right now, but I know CJ also has been having some problems.
I say
His are
definitely.
different.
I say definitely as you age, because obviously
Yeah.
when we get older, like the normal people, as they get older, they become like more sensitive if they don't work out or anything. But the drugs that we're taking makes our bodies
Yeah,
weaker
sensitive.
and sensitive.
Yeah, like I would say that when I had my surgery, one of the year leading up or the 6 months leading up to it, um, I could tolerate like narcotic pain relievers like very, very, very well, and so to the point to where it was like I need very, very strong medicine or whatever. Like I need very, very strong stuff, and so so I would say that maybe I've gotten a little bit. I've kind of I can tolerate. I think because I've had to do a whole lot on a lot of pain, and so I would say that if I feel more sensitive, um, yeah, I don't know, maybe, but it's still like I'm still sort of like a pushing through type of guy. Like it's almost like a David Godby. It's one of the reasons I like him too, or that my mom read him. Like the same personality that's talking to me every day, stuff like that. Is that kind of um, sometimes life is hard and you just have to do it hard. And so,
Right.
Yeah.
My phone went out. I couldn't hear the last part of the what the question. What was the question was?
The question,
the question.
it,
Go ahead, CJ.
it may be just me, but do you feel more sensitive to pain or bruising as you age with UC/IBD?
For me, you guys know I had experienced a fall. I fell down about 2 weeks ago and I bruised the heck out of the back of my leg. That bruise lasted about it's gone now. It lasted about 7 days, but I have a little small knot back there now. Now the pain, I think I'm more tolerant of pain, but I do notice that when I take medications, that my body needs less for me to feel the effect of what medication I'm being provided. And that could be because I did have um, diversion surgery. It could be because of that. I did read that somewhere, but my body is not sensitive to pain as I'm getting older. If anything, I need less and I can tolerate pain better, if that makes sense. Maybe because I've been through so much pain, I'm probably used to pain now in a certain kind of way or something.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that the pain. I don't know. I mean, I'm a guy. I mean, for some reason, guys do this. Some guys do
Tough
this
it out.
dumb.
Stop being a
Yeah,
pussy.
exactly. That
Excuse my
energy.
language, but
Yeah,
suck it up.
like lock it up, walk it off, shake it off, all that kind of like, I'm
Wrap
guilty of
it
that.
up. Wrap it up. Go
I'm,
ahead.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that too. I'm just guilty of that too. And so so one of the things I'm trying to do in life is not tough it out. Like
I
you
was
know,
like,
I don't want to tough it out no more. I'm good. My back
right?
hurts.
Like there's
what?
actually
I said
there's
my back
nothing.
hurts. I don't want to
You
tough it out
know,
no more.
you're not proving it. It doesn't make you tough.
You're just
You know,
hurting yourself.
You're just hurting. You're
You're
just
just hurting
hurting.
yourself, and we don't have room
Exactly.
for us to be taking in more pain than
No,
we're supposed to. You know what
no.
I mean?
Especially if you have all these life is happening all around you type thing. So so if you can kind of like be in it and stuff, and so take care of yourself so you can kind of get the most out of life.
that's what I was about to say. Now, as a male with pain and a female with pain, we can have pain as a female and be okay to say, my
Mhm.
tummy hurt, my back hurt, my neck hurt, my arm hurt. Oh my God, I'm in pain. I can either express that pain by flowing tears. I can either express that pain by not talking to anyone and be laying in bed. I can do that. But as a male going through irritable bowel disease and having that notion or that old school mentality, not old school, but you still some still learn about that I have to suck it up and be okay because I am a man and I'm supposed to do that. Like what kind of encouragement you
Yeah, I mean
provide?
that's called toxic masculinity, right? You know,
That was
Okay.
me at the beginning. That was me prior to knowing how UC worked. That was prior to me, knowing that this is gonna be a lifetime thing. You
yeah,
know,
Correct.
like yeah, at first you want to be like, oh, I'm just gonna tough it out, but after the third, fourth time of starting over, you just like, you know what? I don't want to start over no more. Maybe I shouldn't just tough it out. Maybe I
it's
gotta just
crazy. Yeah,
got.
yeah, but to me, like I, when after I had my surgery, like no one told me that they had taken out. Well, they said that I knew I had my ileum taken out. No
Mhm.
one told me what that meant.
Mm,
Like, and no one told me what that meant. And like it's like because I remember coming out of that surgery, like, well, that really solved a problem, but it really created a problem too. It was like what they fixed, it was fixed at a very high cost.
You
You know,
know,
yeah,
that's the thing
it's
about
it,
it.
it's
mm, right?
comes
Because
at a loss, man.
I was in searing pain for for my March to October. Just
Ooh,
like just like bent over to the point to where that's why I was like taking opioids like like Tic Tacs like and it's like it's not even touching it like it's not even touching it like I'm just that's when I actually like quit my job I think at Cox. No, actually, I I worked and stuff until I couldn't, like, and so, because I remember having my head down at work and stuff like that, just talking to people, complaining about their cable and all these things. And so that's why, you gotta be nice to people when you talk to the customer service because you don't know what people are going through.
that's
And,
true.
Yeah.
You
so,
mentioned that when I was going through my biggest flare that I can remember, I was working as a therapist on it's called the ACT team. It stands for Assertive Community Treatment Team. And a person that have a doctor on staff, a social worker on staff, addiction therapist, so on and so forth, and peer supports. We deal with the persons who persistently and mentally ill, I call them SPMI individuals. And as I am the therapist on the team, I had to drive my car like about 50 minutes to a client house to provide therapy medication this way. Come back, go 50 minutes this way, 50 minutes that way. And the more I was sitting down in that car, the more pressure I was putting on my backside was caused me to have a lot of trouble getting in and out the car. That's how I learned that I had perianal Crohn's. When I told my doctor, I said, I have a hard time sitting down and a hard time standing up when I sit down for a long period of time. Did not know this. So one day at work, I remember I was like, hey, y'all, good, good. But each time I stepped, it was like somebody had some nails and a hammer, was like, bam, 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 hammering my backside. Each walk I took. And I was like, hey, y'all. So I thought I was being so discreet. So one day, everybody was gone that I thought, and my coworker was still present, and I got ready to go home. And I sat in the car for about 30 minutes. I was like, this crying like, oh my God. She said, Sonya. I said, what's up, girl? Yeah, I
everything's great.
said, what's up? What's wrong? I said,
Tears of
girl,
joy.
I'm just so happy.
this job get on my nerve. She said, for real? I said, yes. This job is getting on it's getting on my nerve. I just bust out crying, girl. She said, girl, it's okay. Did not know that what I had going on, I made it seem like it was the job. It was not the job. It was just my backside was about to be on fire. But it goes about this. I was in pain and I was able to do that and try to hide it. But I was hurting myself in the process. And I was
Right.
taking care of me. So self-care is very important. Now I don't give a
Yes.
doggone what's going on. If I'm tired, y'all have a good day. That
100%.
job is like getting back tomorrow,
Right.
because self-care is very important in
It
that
is.
aspect.
Right. And so that's yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of where that story went with the surgery is that. So I, didn't know that, I actually like thought like, okay, well, this is all the Crohn's food you can eat and stuff
Mhm.
like that. but I didn't know that I have two problems, that I have Crohn's and bile acid malabsorption. No one told me about bile solid malabsorption.
They didn't know.
Either they didn't know or they didn't tell me. And so like, and so
Aren't they supposed to write like a report?
I said like,
did they not show you the report?
I'll say this, like when that happened, when I had that surgery in my life, like when I said, when I told people like my experience, they're like, oh my God, you went to that hospital? It's amazing you came out alive, bro. Like people that live here. And so
it's rough, man.
And so like, so I didn't have the kind of jobs that I have right now. I did not have those kind of jobs. I didn't have good insurance or, good anything. It was more like, an hourly worker at like a call center type thing, And so you have like no leverage, you're a nobody. And so people just treat you like, crap and stuff like that. And, so that's kind of, what it was. And so I came out of that. Not only that, the relationship that I was in wasn't good either. And so it's like, just not helpful all the way around. It's not, so I have supported people in my life, and I have a really, really cool family and really cool friends, but the people that were in my immediate orbit, weren't capable of being, that support system or whatever. And so, so it wasn't until, so I didn't know the bile salt. And so it was like when I kind of met, maybe it was when I met Lindsay, I think I started going back to the doctors again. So it was like several years. And maybe even, cause I was like, okay, well, even if I eat healthy, because I didn't know about the bile salt or bile acid, I didn't know that why, no matter how healthy I ate or no matter how Crohn's friendly I ate, I was still sick.
But what is bile salt? Bile salt malabsorption?
It means that the stomach acid that breaks down the food in your stomach doesn't like absorb into your body correctly. And so like so pretty much like the fats in food like don't absorb, and so because the acid in my stomach like doesn't
or some shit,
like the food is so my body is almost like a damn ski slope.
Oh fuck, dude, that's horrible.
Like just from like, I can eat something if I'm not on this medicine that I take right now. I said, anything that I eat, no matter how Crohn's friendly, it will go through me 3 hours tops.
That's because of the
and that's 24 hours a day. So there's no medicine. If there's no medicine, that means I'm getting up 3 or 4 or 5 times a night, just because, I'm fortunate I'm still waking up at least, there's always a silver lining, so, but, right. But then I was in the doctor's office, and then I started getting the Remicade infusions. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, man, you start feeling really great, and everything's gonna be fine now. Wow, la la la." And like, yeah, actually, no, I feel exactly the same, bro. This is like getting a water infusion.
You know what? It's funny that, not like comical, but funny that when we say things about our health, and Tasha also said, I think we had it because we don't expect people to understand. That's correct. And I think even at times the doctors have a hard time understanding. And I'm gonna say this: when you go to the doctors and you go in not knowing about your condition, guys, I'm not a doctor, so don't quote my word. This is my own personal opinion. They think they can tell you anything because you don't understand their lingo. Exactly. When you go in and talk about, yes, I have rhinorrhea. Like, what's rhinorrhea? Oh, the run of the nose. Like, what you looking at? I learned these words. When I said the words for, not be nasty, like, Crohn's words, like the sigmoid colon and all that. I learned words because when they start talking lingo in front of me, I got to be able to understand it in my mind. I said, no, they're not doing that, because doctors can do what's best for you from their perspective. Like when I went in, I had a very bad naval infection April of last year. It was so bad to where I couldn't even wear my pants on my stomach. I couldn't even wear my underclothes. I had to make sure that I had like gauze to always protect my stomach. And my doctor thought that my intestines was coming through my look. I didn't call it a name. I call it an umbilical entrance. That's what name it.
Right.
She said, "It's wood where I think your intestines coming through your navel." I said, "My umbilical entrance." She said, "Yes, the umbilical entrance." Yeah, move right along. I said, "Thank you." So we had the surgery. She said, "Well, when I cut you open, I can't put you back together."
That's awesome.
I said, "What does that mean? Like I'm a little rag doll?" She thought that my navel was, my intestines had protruded through my navel cavity. I was like, oh my God, what worse can happen? When I went to surgery on April the 20th, 2019, I was prepared to have ostomy surgery. They had me marked. My left quadrant, right quadrant, top, bottom, around my whole navel, it was marked with a circle and a plus inside, where they were going to give me my ostomy at that time.
Yeah.
I woke up. She's Miss Wood. Side. Yeah, she said, "You good. Ain't nothing wrong with you." I said, "What?" This was April. "You good." She said, "You had she called like subcutaneous ulcer or something was inside of my behind my navel canal to cause infection. Remove that. Sew me up, bam." But at that moment, she already told me I got my navel is coming through my stomach, my intestines coming through my navel. I'm like, doing that.
Yeah, like, I'm talking to your manager type of thing.
Love her so dearly. But I'm saying, but sometimes it's good to have to advocate for yourself and know what's going on, because the doctor's reports, read those reports. The words you can't find, Google those words. Send over messages back, because they're gonna know.
Make sure you understand what they're talking about and what they want to do and what they want to put you on, because at the end of the day, they're just going off textbook, not experience.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so I specifically don't remember seeing anything, because I just signed all of my documents getting out of the hospital and stuff like that. And
that's wild that they didn't show you no paperwork. Like they
no, like I knew that my ileum had been taken out, but I wasn't. But there was like but there wasn't like a diagnosis of like bile salt malabsorption. Like no one said you have this now, but as a result of having your ileum taken out, which you do know about.
Do you think that caused it?
Yeah, specifically the ileostomy or whatever, or the ileum resection, I guess.
Caused the malabsorption.
Cause a bile salt malabsorption, because I also had 18 inches of my colon taken out. So I have 2 feet of my colon taken out and my appendix taken out and the ileum taken out. And then total. And so, but I don't think, I mean, it could have been all that, the 2 feet of colon, but I'm, really, I've looked it up, and specifically having that piece of the digestive tract taken out can cause that to happen. And so I have to take a drug, this powder is what people with high cholesterol take to flush out the fat in their veins. And so I take it out. I take it out to, allow my body to slow down, allow my body to actually absorb. It's almost like
it's like it puts like a coat.
Yeah, it's like a powder. It
puts like a coat on the whole
sponge.
Thing.
It's like a sponge.
It to like just
Yeah, and so it's like, and so it allows me to almost like be normal. And so, but I have to, but in order for me to be normal, I have to be like low stress, low stress, good sleep, and then Crohn's friendly food, and take my medicine like religiously, so it's kind of like the plants almost have to align every day, because if I miss any of those things are out of whack, it's like I can still be sick.
So it's kind of like right here, where you see right here, all this pink part right here, Jordan, all this part of Jordan intestine is gone, correct? All the ileum, all the ileum right here, the inside.
That's
right here is the other intestine, the large intestine.
Right, because like I do know that if that's the case, then that's the case.
So that whole
I don't know. No,
I think it's just that little piece right there.
That little piece, because everything I've seen, Renika, was like a little piece.
Yeah, it was just a little piece. The ileum probably just.
I'm saying, but right here though, from here on round right here it goes from here on round and stop right there.
I would almost want to see another diagram with arrows and stuff on it. you know, just to make sure.
Taj said it's crazy how the digestive system works. They took part of my small intestine and I can't absorb certain vitamins orally.
Mm. Have you?
Remember I was saying earlier about medications and your body absorbs stuff quicker and fast. Like I said, for me, how I absorb medications more quicker than I would normally do before I had my diversion surgery. That's yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Taj, you know, have you tried like I guess vitamin patches, or do you do like like vitamin IVs, or what do what do you do if if taking vitamins orally doesn't work for you? What's your go to, instead?
Do you guys take probiotics?
I
I
tried.
I ate I ate a lot of yogurt, I guess, for that reason. So, but I don't know if it actually does me any favors. Like it's hard for me, like I said, because so much has to go right for me to actually not just be sick. It's kind
Yeah,
of really it's really hard to baseline things.
yeah. I
So
think she said I'm on B12 shots
yeah,
Okay.
I used to do that too. So
That's some
and
right here.
vitamin D in super big doses.
right,
What
yep,
does
same, yep,
B12
same,
do? Like,
yes,
is it
yeah,
B12 the thing for energy?
yeah, I do I do B vitamins, and then assorted B vitamins, and also I
Supports
do
the nervous
uh
system, energy, and metabolism. Okay.
yeah, I do
You
vitamin
know,
D.
even for like a lot of African Americans, because of the melanin in our skin, a lot of us have vitamin D deficiencies. I take 5,000 milligrams of vitamin D every Wednesday. My vitamin D is so low, I had to get mine prescribed by my doctor. And vitamin D is a significant factor in your body, especially when you have an IBD.
Like they want me on 10,000 a day.
Wait. You said vitamin D or vitamin B?
Like I'm
Vitamin
on,
D as in the dairy.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean I'm on two 5,000 units a day.
Okay.
So
I take
something
like
like
a
that.
very high dose, like over the
Like 10.
prescribed, like once every week, every Wednesday.
Mm.
That vitamin D holds a lot of it's needed in our body to function properly. Even vitamin D, I know for energy, taking a multivitamin a day is a good. For females, we can develop osteoporosis. I said it right. Yeah, osteoporosis. I said it right.
Yeah.
I think so.
From
Yeah, I
what?
think so. Close enough
Right?
anyway.
Sound right?
From
Yeah,
what? Taking
osteoporosis.
taking multivitamins?
Not taking
No.
multivitamins, losing it, like
Yeah,
calcium
yeah,
in your
like
body, not getting enough protein in your body, enough calcium. Like I can't eat dairy a lot. Today I ate ice cream like a plum girl.
Lord,
Why I do that?
Renika, you keep doing this to yourself.
I want
yeah,
to have a little
I'm
fun.
guilty.
Little
I'm guilty of that.
Let's do
You know,
Wednesday. What it
get,
do?
suppose
get some
you know,
dairy-free
sup-
ice cream, girl. You tripping?
like supposedly like David, like it was a David Chin was like, that's your ego or something. That's like, who cares? This is one time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't let that one
It's
time be the
like,
last time.
right,
Don't say that,
because
oh my God, don't say that. Because I made a
Hey,
video about 4 months ago about how I almost died from eating McFlurry from Dairy Queen. Like my stomach hurt so bad. It's like, well, I mean, from McDonald's. Anyway, but I just want to see, since I had my surgery, could I eat new stuff? Because I've been afraid to eat like
yeah,
ice cream stuff.
McFlurry.
So I just
I,
it's
I
gonna
could,
make it.
Yeah, I
I,
can see. Yeah, I can see how
I
I can see how, like
applaud you.
I can see how McFlurry would be like a baseball bat, type situation. Like,
I
whoa,
miss McFlurries, bro. Them shits used to make
yeah.
me crack.
So
I used to put the little Oreo and like caramel in that. Just yeah, that shit used to be
yeah, I mean,
fun.
I mean, now recently, y'all, I went to Wendy's, and I was like, oh, those chocolate shakes, kind
Oh,
of
the
Those
Frosties?
Frosties or whatever. I was like, oh, kind of,
Nah. Don't tell you. You got one. You
I
did.
did,
Look at you.
I did one.
You nasty thing. Look at
I know, shit, I just
I get one
shameless.
frosty for each. I get one frosty a day for the rest of this 2020. From this like a little car, little junior frost. I get one a day. Yo, true story. My first job was at Wendy's.
Mm,
Like I
Eminem
nice.
was like
McFlurry.
Wendy's
Yeah.
queen. The
I would,
outfit.
yeah, I would have been smashing like nuggets and and shake Frosties all the time.
My daddy told me, "Don't be giving free food." I said, "I don't give any free food away. I don't keep my job."
Wait.
So
You worked at Wendy's?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I worked. Yes, I was there from 16 to 17. I had my little hat on, I had my name tag on Sonya. Then, so my daddy said, "Don't give free food away." I said, I don't do that. I need my job. I need these my school clothes. I need my Air Force Ones back then. My things.
Right.
What? So one of the guys who worked there, another name, Travis. Hey, Travis. It was like a little small, them little small mini frost this big.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Bring me up for a frost." I said, "Okay." He's like, "Well, no, I'll take it off because we get discount. It was like 30 some cents." So I put it in and zeroed it out. What? About 30 minutes later, "Miss Wood,
Manager
can I
came.
see my office?" I said,
Oh no.
"Why did you go over there and ring up that frost and take it off?" I said, "Because he wanted it, but you stole." I said, 30 cents. I was like, my daddy called to come pick me up. They done fired me. He was like, "Look, next week I have Jack Bird came on nothing.
They fired you. They fired you over 30 cents, Renika.
They fired me
Lord.
clean. Pick me up that day.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't
like
know
it's
this.
wow. What's crazy is that I had a job at like a drugstore, like I guess like a Walgreens type called Eckerd's.
We remember
Um,
no Eckers.
right, and so like so I had a job there in Austin in Texas or whatever when I was like 16 or whatever, and that was like the and that was like diagonal. Where that was like diagonal from the school, like my high school. So there's like a lot of people, a lot of people from the high school either worked there or came in there all the time, and so they just got like robbed like just on a regular.
Oh my
And so
Lord.
people like so like me, so it's like just nobody asked like don't ask me any questions, man, because I'm gonna keep my job too. And so
Right.
like, I didn't see anything, and I don't know, like as far as all y'all or whatever, I can play like only can play stupid for so long. And so, so like and so like eventually they're gonna start asking, me questions to where what do I know? If it's gonna be, me keeping my job or not. Because y'all were, for some reason, y'all were able to get out of here with cartons of cigarettes and and suitcases of beer. I don't know how that happened. So like,
Hey, my back was turned.
Lord.
I was tying my shoes.
I was in the bathroom.
exactly. Exactly. And so like, so that was because because there are no cameras in there. They had like little black things in the ceiling, but those black things in the ceiling weren't cameras. And so like and so like
Fraud.
and like the only thing that set the little bars off at the door the little like things the little like stickers, like the little expensive things. So like
Yeah.
beer and cigarettes didn't have those.
I was
There's a regular barcode. So anything with just a regular barcode wouldn't even hit the scanner off like going through the
That was
doors.
dumb.
And so people be like with shopping carts full of shit, be like, "What's up, man?" And just deuces out the fucking door, like. So it was really hilarious how both people were.
That's
Actually,
crazy.
I knew somebody in high school too that they were the reason. And like, there's HEB in Texas too, grocery store, and so like, and like they were like, there's a guy in my class that he was the reason that they had put a camera with a TV screen like when you come in because he had like robbed them so many times. And this is a guy like in my class or whatever. And so
That's
like,
sad.
but he would like because of beer, like he would just like full of his shopping carts full of like 24 packs of like cans of beer, just walk right out. So like you're like 16 or
Years
17.
later,
And
they were
so
part of their weekend in Jordan.
and
Yeah,
so
well,
I knew another guy that like when he was like 18, 19 would go into like gas stations and they'll be like, and he would bring beer to the front and be like, all right, let me see your ID. And then he pay 20, they pay 20 down and walk out with the beer. Like bold.
You got some friends, I'm telling you now.
bold kids.
Yeah, I mean,
Man.
these are old people, old long time ago.
They old
Jordan,
heads now.
don't be in there. Come here.
They old heads now.
Right.
That's
You
what's
know,
good, guys. Well,
but yeah.
what
You
it do?
know,
What it do?
I'm
What
on,
it say?
What it do Wednesdays? Dang, we've
right,
been streaming for
because
about an
they
hour.
know.
Hour and a half.
Hour 9 minutes.
You guys, we got a lot of things in store. We want to talk about it right now. Y'all
Yeah,
got to wait.
yeah, we do have a lot of fun things. I mean, I'm just excited in general. I'm excited for, yeah, where Crohn's veterans going. Just making it big, and we got very exciting, merch products, gear, drip.
Yeah, drip, drip.
That drip.
So, and so, but yeah, you're right.
Y'all is hilarious. You guys,
And
we
so,
like, can I say something, Jordan? Like, I think you guys, we really like, we really, 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 really love, you know, I'm not gonna say like, we really love being able to bring awareness to the platform of IBD,
mhm,
guys. A lot of people out
mhm.
here right now are struggling in silence, you know, not really able to share, or they're not confident. And hopefully we are giving some of those persons a
I
voice.
hope so. That's
I
what I
hope so
want,
too.
and, I said, and I've heard, I said, somebody from Norway wants to be interviewed from us. Somebody from India hit me up. Somebody's from Bahrain has hit me up. And so like, I just feel, that we are making an impact, like,
We are.
so, we're making an international impact and stuff. And so that's,
Yeah.
but that's, I think, right now, like real, I want, our Twitch, our Twitch channel to grow. I want our YouTube channel to grow.
Hmm.
I want our, our, um,
Bring that
yeah,
awareness.
our podcast, our podcast to grow. If we can, to anybody listening, we're trying to get, almost, at a minimum 100 on all those, just so we can do some more fun things with our channel. So if you can help us grow to at least the minimum, so we can monetize, and so, or we can, create, different kinds of content on those platforms, because we have more subscribers and stuff, that would really, really help us out, because that's because, we want to give you guys the best that we can give you, type thing. So,
One thing, finally, before we go, I just want to give a special shout out to everybody out here today that is going through something, that you may be crying today, you know, feel like you don't know what tomorrow going to bring you. You may got newly diagnosed. Somebody you
yeah,
know may have been diagnosed. You may be a caregiver, a partner, a lover, a friend, a confidant, whoever. Just stay encouraged and stay motivated, because things
right.
can get better.
Yeah,
It
keep
may
your head
seem a
up.
little dark right now, but things can get better. Just be open to sharing in the community whenever you're ready. And you can always inbox people. We don't talk about anybody unless they ask us to share, but we don't just come on the platform and name drop. We don't do that unless
Right.
someone wants to share something. But just know that we're here to support
Yeah.
you, because people are supporting me. People are supporting Jordan and CJ right now. So we just here for you guys. And thank you guys for
Mm-hmm,
listening to us. I really
mm-hmm,
appreciate it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. You're not alone. Believe, and one of my things too is that, I've gone through a lot of things, but the dream never dies. So,
Mhm.
so make sure, take care of yourselves out there, and, and just because, you have to take care of yourself today, just don't let your dreams die.
That's
Like,
right.
and so always, plan, and, when you're better, or, do what you can, even if you can't, like run, you can still, send an email to somebody to get closer to your goals and stuff. So,
That's right.
and so, you just got to do what you can, but just, to move, to make yourself happier, more content, more comfortable, healthier, type thing. So, yeah, but thanks. Yeah, so,
CJ?
No, that's it. You guys said it all.
yeah,
Literally,
yeah,
you guys
yeah,
literally said it all.
yeah,
Hit it
like,
on the nail.
yeah, like www.crumbsletter.com.tv.
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh guys, make sure you check us out on Instagram at official.crohnsveteran, and you can check out
mm,
Jordan. You could honestly just look at the bottom of our videos and see our names, and it says
right,
Crohn's
right,
veteran,
yeah, at Crohn's better,
Papuro,
at
and
Crohn's and sexy.
exactly. And then also you can check out
Mm,
our Twitter, Crohn's V, our YouTube, Crohn's veteran, and Twitch channel Chill Ghost. But if you don't want to do it on that, you could go to our premium Twitch subscription area, which is the Crohn'sVeteran.tv. And that's pretty much all I got, guys.
word.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right.
Thanks, guys.
Todd, wait. Tosh said one thing. She said, "Love what y'all are doing. Catch you next time." Hey, Tosh,
Yeah, we
appreciate you.
appreciate. Yeah,
Thank
we
you,
appreciate.
guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Like hanging out. That makes me really, really happy. So, I really, really appreciate that. So it's really,
Yes.
really cool.
So
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. So, it was, enjoy the rest. Enjoy the rest of your night.
All
So
right, guys.
All right. Have a
cool.
good night.
All right. I will holler at y'all later. Actually,